Hamilton.
Here.
Taylor.
Here.
Robinson.
Here.
Baxter. Harris.
Here.
Insulaco.
Here.
Height. Present. Sir, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Would everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the prayer by Mr. John Barber, please?
Let's bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening and we ask your blessing upon this city council meeting. We ask that you would just give these leaders wisdom and knowledge as they administrate the day-to-day business of this city. We pray that you would just also be with the public servants here in the city, the police and fire and electric department, watch over their health and safety, Lord, each and every day. We thank you for all these things in Jesus' name. All God's people said.
Amen.
Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So moved for the next to last
motion
time.
second.
Ross.
Yes.
Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Insulaco.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
Okay. No presentations tonight, so unfinished business, is that where we go to?
Consent agenda?
We doing the unfinished business?
I didn't hear you, I'm sorry.
What's going on?
There's no presentation, so
Unfinished business.
So are we on unfinished business?
unfinished business, that's what I said. Jim?
Yes, sir. R-24-248, Councilmember Taylor.
Please call it.
A resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to execute a sign location lease for certain real property located at 54 Riverfront Drive in the city of North Little Rock.
Ms. Taylor, Ms. Robinson, I'm sorry.
I've got a phone call
Resolution?
resolution, and how long have you all worked on this?
Oh, goodness.
It's been about 3 months, I would think.
Yeah,
2.5,
or
3
longer.
months.
About 2 months?
Two and
Three.
Three, maybe.
Yeah.
And planning mentioned to me that you all had sat down with,
Yes, ma'am.
so whatever needed to be worked out,
It's been worked out.
it's been worked out, and we're going by the
Absolutely.
There's a motion, I guess, and a second on this resolution.
Second.
There is a second.
I did not have a first.
I think Mr. Taylor.
I'll move.
Okay.
I'll move to accept, or to approve.
Okay. Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Insulaco.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
All right, moves to consent, sir.
Yes, if anybody wants to voice, pull one of these on this consent agenda from 250 to 255,
I'd like to pull R-24-253.
or he wants to pull R-24-253, pull that. I would, if not, anybody else, I would ask.
R-24-255 on the budget.
R-24-255, pull it to the next time. So then I'm going to ask for a voice vote of aye for 250, 251, 252, 254. Is that correct? If not, I'll ask for an aye vote.
Aye.
All opposed? If not, then, thank you. We'll go ahead and read R-24-253, please.
R-24-253, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution approving salary increases for the city council members of the city of North Little Rock, effective December 1st, 2024.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Motion to adopt.
Ross.
Hang on just a
Oh,
second.
I'm sorry,
I got Mr. Hamilton over here.
I think I don't want this to dissuade anybody from voting against this. I actually am very much in favor of this. I don't think, I will stand up and shout that I believe that there should be salary increases for city council members. I just don't think that, I'm just not comfortable having discussed it with enough people and had enough feedback yet at this point. So I'm probably going to pass. I didn't want that to dissuade anybody else from voting for it. I'm happy to justify that the increase should be there for a number of reasons, but
Anybody
wanted
else?
to mention that.
All right. Anybody else?
All right, sir.
Did I get a motion? I had a second,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Things, Bruce, call it.
Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Pass.
Taylor.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Insulaco.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
Thank you.
R-24-255, Mayor Hartwick.
Go ahead and read it, and ask for a motion, then we'll answer any questions.
Yes, sir. A resolution adopting a budget for the 2025 fiscal year for the city of North Little Rock.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Motion second, Ms. Ross.
Okay, could we just have Ember come up and just,
Ms.
the
Ember?
changes, you know, because we've had changes since the last time, and then there's
Yes.
also, while she's coming up, I'll go ahead and discuss what I wanted to
Okay.
talk about. Under the sales tax capital improvements, we have a $470,000 overage on that. And then under our line item for the city council, where we, you know, we have the streets, drainage, and other funds from the sales tax, but this is our other account, it's $75,000. And I went back and just kind of looked to see what $75,000 is today, and it's over $90,000 with your
Yeah.
inflation. So I'd like to take $50,000 for each ward from that 470, so we'd be taking 200,000 from that and putting 50,000 additional into each ward, so that would be 125,000.
Do you understand
per
that, Ms.
ward.
Strange? Are you understanding what she said? Okay. Did everybody understand what she's saying here on the floor?
No.
All right, Ember, will you explain it? Because
Okay,
it's
let me-
easier for Ember if you don't mind, Ms. Ross, okay?
I think she,
Yes, so on Fund 20, which is our Sales Tax Capital Improvement Fund, let me turn to my page, we have excess revenue. So we had budgeted $4,125,100 in revenue and only allocated $3,653,550 of that in expenses, which leaves us $471,550. So what she's asking is to allocate an additional $50,000 in each ward to the drainage and other improvements, bringing that to $125,000. So
What that is, that's part of the half penny that the city passed.
no,
no,
this is the
this-
permanent
all right, this is the
tax
permanent
that we
tax. All right, excuse
keep
me.
separate in a
Keep-
separate fund.
We keep it
so-
separate, I'm sorry.
and
So,
I guess to justify this is, you know, yes, we get $500,000 per ward each year for streets and drainage, but, you know, one drainage project can be $180,000. You know, one street, but just a few blocks is $168,000 in Ward 1. So sometimes we have to reach over into that other to finish small projects that we have.
what she's really saying is everything's going up. So with what y'all are getting, it doesn't go as far as it used to. So
Exactly.
is that kind of what I'm getting
Oh,
at?
yes, if you look
Okay.
at the inflation
Does
rate,
it, can we put it in the budget, still balance?
Yes.
We'll still have 200,000.
I know,
in
I'm
that.
just making
So,
sure.
yep.
I believe, and Marie would have to, or city clerk, she would just need to make an amendment.
That's
to
fixed to say,
add
there's
that
amendment,
change.
is that
my
amendment on?
That is my amendment.
There's an amendment on the floor. Read it back to me, Ember, if you don't mind, what she's suggesting is the amendment.
Just to make a change to Exhibit A to add $50,000 to each line on page 43 to make that $125,000, which will bring the excess down to $271,550. And I can send that new attachment in to legal in the clerk's
Do we
office.
need to list the account numbers? I mean, I've got them all written down here for the different wards. You've
It's
probably got them memorized.
20-225-3006, 53007, 53008, and 53009. So
And those are 1, 2, 3, 4
20-220 is
in
on each
ward
of
orders.
those.
You got that, Taylor, Jim? Marie, you got the amendment? Okay, I just want to make sure. Everybody's, so on the amendment, was there a second?
Second.
There's a second. Call
Okay.
it.
On the amendment, Ross?
Yes?
Hamilton?
yes,
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
Motion to adopt as amended.
Motion adopted as amended.
Second.
There's a first, second, please. There it is.
Ross?
Yes?
Hamilton?
yes,
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Amber. Thank y'all. All right.
That moves us to condemnation, sir.
All right, let's go to new business. Please call R24-256, please.
Yes, sir. R24-256, Mayor Hardwick. A resolution declaring certain building, houses, and other structures located at 916 North 8th Street in the city of North Little Rock to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
All right, I need to call a public hearing on this, if you don't mind. Those wishing to speak for or against R24-256, please come to the microphone. Those wishing to speak for or against, come to the mic. See none, I'll adjourn this public hearing. Thank you, I'll get it in just a second.
Move for adoption.
Second.
Ross?
Yes?
Hamilton?
yes,
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter? Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
yes.
Height?
Yes.
R24-257, Mayor Hardwick.
I Tom Brown, you still out there? I apologize, I missed you a while ago. You've been reappointed, so thank you very much. I just want to point that out, okay? I did not see you, so accept my apology, okay? Don't hold it against me. I won't, please. Huh?
Everybody,
Nobody did. All right, where are we? R24-257?
Yes, sir.
thank you for your service.
Thank you. All right, R24-257, please call it. Did you
Yes,
do it?
sir. A resolution declaring certain building houses and other structures located at 411 Meadow Park Drive in the city of North Little Rock to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
With this, I need to call a public hearing again. Y'all bear with me, everybody. This is part of the, I see y'all out there shaking your head wondering what's going on. So anyway, anybody want to speak for or against this, please come to the mic. For or against, please come to the mic on R24-257. Seeing none, I'll adjourn this public hearing.
Move
Please
for
call.
adoption.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
R24-258, Mayor Hardwick.
I'm going to have to read these again one at a time. Let's start with 224-258, please.
Yes, sir. A resolution certifying the amount of a cleanup lien to be filed with the Platts County Tax Collector against certain real property located at 215 West D Street.
Again, those wishing.
Move for adopt.
Wait a minute, I got a public hearing, I'm sorry. I got a public hearing, those wishing to speak for or against R24-258, please come to the microphone. For or against? Seeing none, I will adjourn the public hearing.
Move for adoption.
Motion to adopt,
Second.
there's a second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
R24-259, Mayor Hardwick.
I think that needs to be held, right, Ms. Marie?
It's being pulled.
It's being pulled completely?
sir.
All right, being pulled,
It's
they
been
paid
paid.
for it. Thank you. Please go.
R24-260, Mayor Hardwick.
Please,
A resolution certifying the amount of a cleanup lien to be filed with the Platts County Tax Collector against certain real property located at 2524 Division Street.
again, I need to call a public hearing, those wishing to speak for or against R24-260, please come to the mic. Seeing none, I'll adjourn this, please call.
Move for adoption.
Motion to adopt,
Second.
thank you.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
R24-261, Mayor Hardwick.
Again, please.
A resolution certifying the amount of a cleanup lien to be filed with the Platts County Tax Collector against certain real property located at 8040 Rains Road.
Again, please, let me call a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R24-261, please come forward. Seeing none, I'll adjourn this public hearing.
Move for adoption.
Second.
Motion adopted and second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
R24-262, Mayor Hardwick.
Please.
A resolution certifying the amount of a cleanup lien to be filed with the Platts County Tax Collector against certain real property located at 4908 Lynch Drive.
Again, I need to call a public hearing on this. Excuse me, those wishing to speak for or against, please come to the mic. Seeing none, adjourn the public hearing.
Move for adoption.
Motion to adopt. Second, somebody?
Second.
Thank you.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
R24-263, Mayor Hardwick.
Please.
A resolution certifying the amount of a cleanup lien to be filed with Platts County Tax Collector against certain real property located at 1705 Moss Street.
Again, please let me call a public hearing on this. Those wishing to speak for or against R24-263, please come forward. Seeing none, I adjourn the public hearing.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Motion second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
R24-264, Mayor Hardwick.
Please read it.
A resolution approving and certifying the amount of liens to be filed with the Platts County Tax Collector against certain real properties as a result of grass cutting expenses and abatement of other nuisances.
Again, I need to call a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against on R24-264, please come forward. Seeing none, I'll adjourn the public hearing.
Move
Please.
for adoption.
Motion adopt. Somebody, please.
Move for adoption.
Second, there, I heard it.
Second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
Sir, that'll move this to ordinances.
Thank you. Go forward.
All righty. O 2489, Councilmember Height.
Please call it.
An ordinance amending Article 4 of the North Little Rock Municipal Code, Chapter 10, Parks and Recreation, declaring emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend all readings. Second.
Motion suspended, seconded.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
Motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt. Second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter? Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
That's now
Finally.
for electrical bikes 1 and 2,
We've
correct?
been, you're prohibiting class 3.
Okay.
But 1 and 2 is,
It's
approved.
time, it's time. Good.
we've been working on that for 6 or 7 years. Finally did it.
Get it through. All right, please.
O 2490, Councilmember Taylor.
Please call it.
An ordinance amending section 14.19 and section 14.26 of ordinance 9263, sign ordinance to allow an electronic changeable copy billboard sign along certain portion of Interstate 30. First reading and emergency.
Suspend the readings.
Second.
Right. Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
I've got 3 people on this, need to speak. I got a Mike Shanahan, Tom Gibbons, and a Joe Melton. Are y'all in the audience here tonight? Miss, is that Joe? You want to speak right fast? Well, it's right now, it's on up for adoption, so you want to speak, Tom? Or about Mike? Come on up to Mike if you do. I gotta have you identify yourself, and you've got your name on the list as we're doing this, okay? So
Sure.
identify yourself.
Thank you for
Name?
having me speak. Tom Gibbons with
Thank you,
Lamar
Tom.
Outdoor Advertising.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Mayor and Council, for the opportunity to speak. I'm here to answer any questions and address if there are any concerns regarding the deployment, placement of the digital billboard.
Questions? Ms. Ross?
I got lots of questions. Okay. So is this sign 800 square feet, or how big is the sign going to be?
The square footage is 672 square feet.
Okay,
It's
so
a standard billboard size. It is a standardized,
Okay, so you're under the 800, okay.
a national standard.
Okay, and is it going to be one sign per side, or is it going to be multiple on
One side, one display per side.
per side? And this change in 8 seconds, how do you, that's so much faster than any other electronic copy sign that we allow. Why is the reasoning for 8 seconds?
Okay, I have to go back and give you some history. Let me get to the federal regulations here. I've got. All right, in 2007, before digital billboards were deployed on any interstates or freeways throughout the United States, the Federal Highway Department had studies done and recommendations, and the studies found in that the 8-second was a good standard for our industry to meet. Each individual, a motorist driving, typically only glances at a digital billboard for 1.3 seconds. So in theory, if a motorist is driving at 60, 70 miles an hour, after 8 seconds, it's as if they only perceive seeing one display.
Right, okay.
Ms. Ross, still questions?
Yes, I do.
Go
So-
ahead. I was going to release the floor, but go ahead.
So, and I was asking you too about, my concern is if we allow this one, then are we going to have one at Curtis Sykes, or are we going to have it at Park Hill? Are we opening this up to have these all along the interstate?
It's up to the council, but I don't think so, no, because I think, is
The
Marie?
sign districts.
It's in, huh? Go ahead, Mr. Taylor.
Unless they're sign
It's
districts.
not a sign, okay.
Sign, yes,
This
sign
one's outside
district.
the
It
sign
has to
district.
be in a special.
I guess
so,
our
no.
next one is how do we say no to the next one?
It's-
That's my concern.
That's out. Okay.
That's my concern.
And if you could see this, I just wanted to show the rendering of it. This is the display, what it looks like.
Very nice rendering.
It's a partnership actually has the City of North Little Rock's logo on it for display. And of course, I would mention that currently there is the Simmons Bank Arena has a billboard, digital display. And ours operates, the standard is 0.3 foot candles above ambient light. And that was the standard that was developed before 2007 nationally. And that's what most states and every state allows for digital billboards. There's only 2 states, Hawaii and Alaska, that do not have any. But anyway, the 0.3 foot candles as well, our billboard has a constant adjustment monitor that controls the lighting at all times at 0.3 foot candles above ambient light. So at nighttime, it automatically dims because the lighting, it would be too bright if it didn't have the dimming mechanism.
Okay, so, and then you will also, as far as emergency broadcasts that the city would need to put out, are we guaranteed that that will, because that was one of the things that I'd heard that.
That's written in the code, and it's also in the Arkansas, on the Highway Department regulations that they have the authority to have us turn it off, and our lighting measurements meet their regulations as well. Since it's on the interstate, it satisfies the federal regs.
So if emergency came up, how fast could you get that switched over to an emergency sign?
I couldn't hear that.
How fast, if the emergency comes up, let's say an Amber Alert, correct? Something like that, okay, Ms. Ross? How fast can you be notified to get that on the billboard? How long does it take?
Usually within a minute,
Okay.
2 minutes of an Amber
So you have
Alert.
someone 24/7 that can handle that?
24/7, we have a network.
Okay.
Network operating center, a team of 100 or so people that rotate in and out on a time schedule that are monitoring all the displays. Each one has a camera that is monitoring it at 24/7.
Mr. Taylor?
Oh, you have the sign over, by Mardell's headed towards Sam's, is that your sign? On, Highway 57, 167, 67, is that your sign, your electronic sign?
Sure, you're right.
The sign will be comparable to that sign?
Comparable to that.
I think,
Ross, go ahead.
I think you just made my point, though.
I'm coming back to you,
You
Mr.
said, well,
Ross.
Simmons has one, so now we get one, so now how do you say no to the next one? That's where I'm not necessarily opposed to this one, it's just we're opening the door for signs.
I think it's council approval that we
I
have to
know, yeah,
have, so,
correct.
Mr. Harris?
So, question, Tom. So I'm reading that this is going to replace 4 other signs or something like, is that, or we're going to, like, take them?
There are going to be, as part of this adoption, Lamar is removing 5 billboards in what we think is an improvement in some areas. Matter of fact, the discussions came about, there were 2 billboards that are along I-40 that are located in a wetlands area, and it was really the access to them had been taken away. So, rather than us have to deal with the access, we thought removing the 2 billboards out of the wetland area would be an improvement because nothing's going to develop in that wetland, so that's an improvement. The other 2 we're taking down as part of this agreement are at the roundabout coming out of Rockwater Village, coming right on the Riverfront Drive, and then we're also taking down another monopole steel structure that is within 1,000 feet of where this billboard would be deployed because the regulations have to be 1,000 feet. So we're removing that sign to open up this particular site.
Okay. So, yeah.
Anybody else?
So yeah, there's 5
Joe?
five locations.
Joe, do you want to talk? Okay, you better come on up then.
Good?
You, ma'am.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
My name is Joe Melton. I've lived here.
Hey, Joe, do me a favor, pull that microphone down just a little bit for you. There, like
That
that.
okay?
Yeah, that's great.
That's better.
Thank you.
My husband's lived here all his life, and I have over 50 years. So we drive this route every day. Our 2 16-year-old new drivers, grandchildren drive it every day, plus thousands of people. I'm quite concerned at the location of this sign. I'm very concerned that it opens the door to very many because we have seen this happen so many times. It's a foot in the door. Some of you on the council will recall, years ago, I was one of the people who spoke up to prevent getting the changeable copy signs all over the city because many of the churches, just lots of people wanted them. And they were in neighborhoods. They would shine in the windows of the neighbors across the street. We were quite concerned there'd be a proliferation of them. I really believe that this will be opening the door. You should have in front of you an email that came this afternoon to you. I know some of you might not have received it because there's some problems, I understand, with receiving emails.
I got it from Presley. We got it, I think.
Okay, please take time to read it. I see no need to rush this. There's not an emergency here. I feel like if there were other people who drive this freeway, as I do, trying to decide if I'm going to downtown or I'm going to Pine Bluff or the airport or where, and I've just come to realize today that this is a two-sided sign. So if I'm going toward Little Rock, I'm looking across the other lane of lanes, 3 lanes, well, 5, I guess, if you count the other 2 in my lanes, looking at a moving copy sign. And that is not safe. I was thinking about the fact that I wore this today and it flashes at different speeds. If it flashed on the fastest speed, you'd for sure notice me. Okay. And you slow it down a little, you might not as much. If you took it away altogether, you might see our beautiful city and not the sign that's probably advertising for somebody other than what's in our own city. So the safety and the aesthetics, I think, are something we must pause and consider and not vote on this tonight, not change it to 8 seconds when the rules have been 15 seconds. And there was a reason for setting it that way. I don't know. I would be curious if you've already gotten approval of the Highway Department for the sign.
You can answer the question in a minute, but I have to have you come to the mic.
So you could address that for us.
Okay.
So, because I'm curious if they want the approval of the city, and then they will ask the approval of the Highway Department. Highway Department is allowing brush to grow up around a lot of these signs around the state because they're unsightly and they don't want as many signs. That's what's happening in the wetland area. They're going to be overgrown by bushes and trees anyway, so you're not getting any trade-off there. So please consider the driving public. Please consider other people like myself who live here and drive this every day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
There was one question you have. Please come to the mic again, and then I'm going to go ahead forward. Everybody that's speaking on this has spoken on this.
And just one other comment regarding vegetations in front of billboards. The Highway Department, actually with our industry, years ago, we're able to go in and approve for vegetation cuts. Matter of fact, the 2 billboards we have a vegetation permit in front of it to keep it clear, so.
Did you answer Ms. Melton's question, though? She asked, could you get highway approval, Arkansas RDOT approval?
The way RDOT works, they require you to get your city permit first.
Okay.
And then once it's submitted, it goes to the Highway Department for processing. But it meets all of the Highway Department regulations.
Where are we then? Thank you, sir. Ms. Ross?
So how tall is this? Is it over how tall will the sign be, the top of the sign?
How tall will it be? The ordinance allows for 45 feet
45, right.
over where the elevation is, but we would not be anywhere near that.
Okay,
We would
that's
probably be more like 20 feet, not 45.
And now Joe said something about the movement. There is no movement on this, correct? There's not like flags waving and all that or anything. There's no movement other than changing the.
Every image is static.
Okay.
There's no movement, there's no animation, there's no change, no motion.
Okay.
Thank you. Anybody else?
During the day, I think you almost would have a hard time differentiating it between a regular traditional sign.
Anybody else? Ms. Ross? Mr. Taylor? If not, where are we, Mr. Scott?
We need a motion and a second.
There's a motion.
Second.
There's a second.
Ross?
No.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
No.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Pass.
and Height.
Yes.
Thank you. Where are we?
On the emergency, Ross,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Taylor,
Yes.
Robinson, Baxter,
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Insulaco.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
Thank you.
O 2491, Councilmember Hamilton.
Please.
An ordinance granting a conditional use to allow minor auto repairs in a C3 zone for property located at 3820 Lookout Road, declaring emergency, first reading.
I'm going to pull that legislation.
Okay, sir.
So with that, I'm going to ask the people in the audience tonight that was waiting around to hear what's going to happen with that. Y'all want to get up and go have a Merry Christmas? All right, go. Thank you very much. I'll let y'all go. Thank y'all.
I asked beforehand, was there any opposition? He said no. Merry Christmas, Mike.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you. Thank y'all. Bye, Mary Jo. Bye-bye. Thank you, Mr. Ham. Okay, let's go ahead. R 2492.
O 2492, Councilmember Taylor.
Say again?
O 2492, Councilmember Taylor.
Please call it.
You got it, sir. An ordinance granting a conditional use to allow a hotel in a C6 zone for property located at 118 East Washington Avenue, declaring emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Insulaco.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
Motion to adopt.
So move.
Second.
Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Insulaco.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Insulaco.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
O 2493, Councilmember Taylor.
Please call it.
An ordinance rezoning property located at 110 North Poplar Street from a C6 to a PUD or PUD zoning classification by amending ordinance number 9263, declaring emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Insulaco.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
Motion adopt.
So moved.
Second.
I do have a question for Mr. Parnell, though. Just a quick question. And I know there absolutely has to be a very good reason why you're going from C6 to PUD.
Please identify yourself, though, please.
Yes, John Pownell with Thomas Engineering Company. That's what the code requires, that we need to
That's a
do
good
that.
reason. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Where are we?
We have a motion and a second.
Motion and second.
Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Insulaco.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Insulaco.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
O 2494, Councilmember Taylor.
Please call it.
An ordinance rezoning property at 120 South Poplar Street in the city of North Little Rock from a C6 to PUD zoning classification by amending ordinance number 9263, declaring emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Insulaco.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
Motion adopt.
So move.
Second.
Ms. Ross.
I'm on the tree board, so if Mr. John, can you come up and explain the trees that,
John, have you come forward, please? Did you hear the question?
the reason for this?
What's the question?
The reason why the parking lot, the shade trees, and these things that we're needing.
The waiving the trees.
The waivers,
Oh, waving trees, which ordinance is this?
95.
95, okay.
We're not on 95.
We're on 90.
We're on 94 still.
Never mind.
All right,
you were
stay there,
94.
John, just stay there. All right, where are we right now? We got a motion second on 94?
Yes.
All right, call it.
All right, sir. Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Insulaco.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Insulaco.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
I skipped, I'm sorry, is there a Nick here? I had somebody on this 94.
No, Nick was
All right, let's go then.
all the people here.
Did he? Okay, got you. All right, thank you. Keep on going then.
All right, O 2495, Councilmember Taylor.
Please call it.
An ordinance waiving section 7.2.1 and 7.2.3 of the zoning ordinance, ordinance number 9263, for property located at 120 South Poplar Street, to waive tree requirements, declaring emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
Ms.
Motion to
Ross.
adopt.
All right, motion adopt, but let me go over this. Ms. Ross
Okay,
first.
now, we're on the right one, John. Can you explain why these trees, you're wanting the waiver for the trees?
I think we're voting to waiver the interior trees.
Well,
There's
you're
some
waiving
requi-
2 street trees too. If you could just kind of explain why. On this one, it's the 2 street trees and waive that 50% of the parking lot trees be interior.
Right, okay. If you look at the drawing there, we have street trees all along the Riverfront Drive at 15 feet. And then when we get to the corners there, there's already a street tree that kind of covers Poplar Street. So they kind of overlap is the only reason we're doing it that way.
So this one, you're only, on this one, I know there's some more coming, but this one, you're only waiving the 2 street trees and the 2 parking lot trees, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
The interior parking lot trees.
Fine. All right,
Just want to make sure we get this right.
thank you.
We just need a second.
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 Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
O 2496, Councilmember Taylor.
Please call it.
An ordinance waiving section 7.2.2 and 7.2.3 of the zoning ordinance, ordinance number 9263, for property located at 118 East Washington to waive trees and landscaping requirements, waiving section 9.11 of the subdivision ordinance, ordinance number 7946, for the subject property to waive sidewalk requirements, declaring emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
Okay, can you explain on this one why?
The trees,
The trees and the sidewalk?
sidewalk.
Just so that
okay.
we'll all know what.
Okay, on East Washington Avenue there, we have a pullout where the cars are going to pull out and have a drop-off in front of the motel or hotel. So in that area there, it's hard to put trees
Yeah,
in that
okay.
drop-off area. And the same thing on the Poplar Street. We have another drop-off area there. We're widening the street. Sidewalk's only like 5 feet, a little over 5 feet wide there. So it's hard to put trees in that area there too. And that's why we're asking for the waivers on the trees, street trees.
And then on Poplar Street, waiving 2 trees there?
Yeah, same thing, same difference there. We got a pullout there where we're gonna have cars that gonna park on alongside the street. Not enough room for the sidewalk and the parking pullout there.
And the bushes, on the west property line, why are you?
Okay, the bushes on the west property line, there's a building on the west property line to a certain distance down. All we're doing is waving the trees in that, where the building is. It's only about 3.5 feet wide, so we didn't feel that the trees would even, or the bushes would grow there in that little
Okay.
3.5 foot section that bumps up against the buildings.
Okay.
That's the reason we asked for those.
Where are we?
Just
Anybody
need a
else?
motion to suspend readings.
We have a motion to suspend. Is there a
Motion to-
second?
I thought we already did that.
I thought we did too. Mr. Baxter? Hang on.
Oh, okay, I apologize.
Hang on,
So,
Jim. I got Mr. Baxter.
Would I be correct in coming to the conclusion that the reason there are so many drop-offs around this particular structure is because of the off-site parking? That plays a role in it, I'm sure, yes?
So we're ready to go.
Cal, I can't let
There
you
you
do
go.
that. Okay, I'm sorry. Come on up. There's a question to you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So on the north side, that's going to be our proposed hotel drop-off, and then on that would be the east side, is we're doing a high-end restaurant on the 7th floor.
Okay.
And so that's going to be the drop-off area
I
for
have to
that.
ask you to give your name.
Oh, sorry, Cal Macon.
All right, thank you, Cal. Anything else from anybody? Where are we, Jim?
We're ready to vote to suspend readings. Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
Motion adopt.
So
So moved.
Second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
O 2497. Councilmember Taylor.
Please call it.
An ordinance waiving section 7.2.1 of the zoning ordinance, ordinance number 9263 for property located at 110 North Poplar Street to waive tree requirements, waiving section 9.11 of the subdivision ordinance number 7946 for the subject property to waive sidewalk requirements, declaring emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
Motion adopt.
Ms.
So
Ross,
moved.
wait a minute, Ms. Ross.
Okay, on this one, there's 17 trees. You're asking for a waiver on 17 trees and the sidewalk?
Yes. There's a, what we're trying to do is maintain the parking there. We have a need for parking there. And, all we're doing is widening the parking lot a little bit to the east side there. So we're just trying to maintain the existing parking there. If we put trees in the middle of it there, we'll lose parking spaces. We'll have to, I guess, cut up the
How many parking
lot.
spaces are there, John? Excuse me for interrupting, but
Seems like there's about 107, 100 and something like that. I'm not sure, but there's quite a few spaces.
well, did you
there.
ever think about turning and instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 driving ways, turn them long ways where you have 2, and maybe put some trees possibly there? I mean, see what I'm saying? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually driving lanes. If you run the parking north and south, you only have maybe 2.
Right, but we can explore that, but what we're trying to do is just maintain the existing parking that's there, rather than reconfigure everything.
I kind of like a few trees, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
this is where, I know it, but I mean, just to have a bare parking lot, if you run it long ways, you can still keep some trees. And look at that for me, if you don't mind, guys. Cal, I know this is yours, right?
Yes.
Come on up. I'm agreeing with Debbie.
Yeah, so.
I really like some trees. I really do. I mean, I know, but again, it just makes it look better. I know it's a parking lot.
So we are huge favors of having our landscapes at the hotel and the curb appeal be phenomenal.
Because it's a boutique type
Yeah,
hotel anyway.
Our Burgundy Hotel won actually a landscape award from the city of Little Rock. And so we're big proponents of having great landscaping. But with the demographics that we have with the arena and the other hotel proposed, the conference center, I think we're going to be shooting ourselves in the foot in regards to having, even if it's 5 extra spots. For example, last night, we could have used 500 extra spots, right? And so we're, with all the other parking lots that are going to go away with the development, which is phenomenal, but we have to be mindful of, planting 6,
Try
7
to find
trees.
some trees for us.
Yeah,
Please.
100%,
Ms.
100%.
Ross, you okay with that?
I am, and then we also have, the in lieu of fee that you can pay.
I know, you
which
remember that.
We have required several people to pay the in lieu of fee.
If you don't.
So, is there any city property around there that you could plant some on if he paid the in lieu of fee? I don't know. I don't know about that.
There's going to be some city
but-
properties there, yes.
so
And we're open to that, Debbie.
That's a possibility. I
Yeah.
just,
All right,
it needs to look nice.
okay, where are we?
We just need a second.
Second.
All right. Ross?
No,
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter? Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
yes,
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
Very
O
good.
2498, Councilmember Taylor.
Phew, please call it.
Yes, sir. An ordinance waiving section 7.2.2 and 7.2.3 of the zoning ordinance, ordinance number 9263, for property located at 210 East Broadway Street to waive tree and landscaping requirements, declaring emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
Ross?
yes,
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
Motion adopt.
So move.
Second.
Yes, Ross.
and then again on here is waving trees and the landscape strips, and Just these parking lots, I don't want to see just solid asphalt down here. That's waving so many of these trees.
Mr. Ham?
Great trees
Just to
on
note that
on
that's kind of
Second
the
Street.
sense I'm getting from a lot of that development as well, is that a lot of parking lot and a lot of concrete, but I've talked to them about it and I've talked to others about it. It doesn't seem like it's gonna change much, so I am willing to accept the inevitable, that they just, a lot of concrete.
Ms. Ross?
So why waving all the street trees on Second Street?
Well, yeah, Second Street is already pretty much developed.
Okay.
So the city put all the improvements in on that.
So how many trees were you required to put in there then?
I think there's,
Doesn't say here.
2 trees there now. I think there'll be another, maybe 2 or 3 trees required.
So how many trees have we waved on this whole thing? This is, I'm on the tree board, so I have to defend the trees here in the city. So I'm just curious, how many trees?
This is a different development, you know that, right?
Oh,
This is a different one. This
Yeah.
is, for
This
the
is the
first
other
time
hotel.
in probably 50
Oh.
years, we've got 2 hotels coming to our city.
Right, okay, got you. So how many street trees now, did you say? This is waving 2 street trees
Probably 2 or 3. I'd have to look at it, but
in the landscape strip, in the landscape on the east and on Poplar?
yes, there's just, if you look at how the site's developed, there's not enough room to put a parking lot in front of the hotel and have that 6-foot landscape strip there. And then behind the hotel, there's not enough room there either for a 4-foot landscape strip. We'd like to, have that access in the back of the building there, about
So this is
10-foot
pretty
walk.
much the same as, okay.
Where are we? Anybody else? Where are we?
Ready to vote, sir.
Please.
Ross?
Yes,
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
yes,
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
O-2499, Councilmember Harris.
Please call.
An ordinance vacating and abandoning an unused easement on property located at 5120 North Shore Drive in the city of North Little Rock, declaring emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend all reading.
Second.
Motion suspended, second.
Ross? Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
Motion adopted.
No, I can't. I got to call a public hearing on this
Yes, sir.
again. So let me convene a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against O-2499, please come to the microphone. O-2499, please come forward. Seeing none, adjourn this public hearing. Now go ahead.
Right, motion adopt.
So moved.
stop,
Second.
second,
Ross?
yes,
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
yes,
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
Sir, that concludes new business.
Thank you. Anybody else? Any comment for anybody? I have a public comment. Yes, Joe, come on up. I was about to announce you. Joe, you do have 3 minutes, please, ma'am, okay? All right, thank you.
For allowing me to speak.
Yes, ma'am.
As I said, we've been residents here a long time. We own property also in Little Rock, and I've commented many times that things get done in North Little Rock. We don't have to jump through as many hoops, and I bragged about that. But sometimes we can get too fast, too. And I didn't know about much of this until this afternoon and tried to call as many of you as I could, and some of you I don't know, and you don't know me. But I felt and feel we needed much more background on this before it went to an emergency. To have the heading in here say, changeable copy billboard, a certain portion of the Interstate 30 in the city of North Little Rock. It doesn't say where it is unless you pull this up and read the whole thing. And then at the end, this has always concerned me, and it does more tonight, that this was passed as an emergency for the immediate passage of the ordinance is necessary in order to ensure the proper and orderly growth and development of this land, and being necessary for the immediate preservation of the public health, safety, and welfare. I need somebody to explain to me how this possibly should have been an emergency. I feel like that we are blowing past the general public who didn't really have an opportunity to know what this was all about.
Thank you, appreciate it. Anybody else?
Christmas parade.
I'm about to say this, the Christmas parade, barring any other weather phenomenals, we'll be having the Christmas parade Sunday again. Also, the next council meeting is December 23rd, but at 5 o'clock, we have a reception for Councilmember Height and Councilmember Taylor. Please show up at 5 o'clock here, please, if you don't mind.
I'll try to be on time.
Plan on, you will be here? Be here? Other than that, anybody else has anything? Yes, sir, Cal?
I was talking to Mr. Harris here, and we were talking about expanding the entertainment district to encompass both hotels. I didn't know what the process was on that, or do I need to do something, or is that something that the council does, or?
You have to bring it to the council for entertainment. So
It's already been filed. It's gonna be on the next council agenda.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Already been taken care of.
Anybody else?
Were you gonna,
Hang on, what? Go ahead.
were you gonna say something about the swearing in? We talked about it this
I was,
morning.
Go ahead, Mr. Hampton. Go ahead, Mr. Hampton. I was about to, yes, thank you.
As we've been discussing, perhaps it might behoove us to condition an entertainment district based on participation in the bid. In the improvement district.
One last thing.
Y'all have to handle that, y'all have to handle that next year.
One last thing, the swearing in, I see Scott and I see Nicole out there. All of us here is going to have to be January the 3rd at 10 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. Is it 11? I'm sorry, so 11 o'clock on the steps of City Hall here, okay? Anyway, we'll get messages out to all of y'all, okay? Anybody else?
So
If not,
moved.
So move. Second?
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson? Baxter? Harris? Insulaco?
Yes.
Height?
Sorry, I had to vote. I know, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Do not need a ride tonight, correct?